You know, I thought with an electric motor, these cars were supposed to be silent. That just isn't the case. That reminds me of a really good movie where somebody once said, "Do you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?"
Okay, listen to me. Ma'am, No. Ever since you people touched my car, it hasn't been right. I bring it in for an oil change, and now, ever since you worked on my car, it has been making this noise.
What I'm dealing with today is not the Karen at the counter, every mechanic's worst nightmare. It's the noise, not just in my head, but right here next to my head. Why don't you jump in the back and I'll jump up front here. Right inside this B-pillar, I get this constant buzzy, clicky, tappy noise, especially when I'm on the freeway and you get the harmonics from all those little ribs down the road. So today I want to take this apart and see if we can figure out how to make it better. We're going to start by getting the seat out of the way so we can pop the trim off. So for as far as tools on this job, really the only thing you're going to want are a set of trim tools of different variety. I'll have a link down below to a similar set as this. That way you're not using anything too sharp that's going to damage your seal. So you can see I'm just going to use this to get back behind there or push it out of the way so that I can get my fingers in. And here's some of our clips. So we need to do that on both sides. Plus right here, you can feel with your finger, and I'll show you once I get it off. There's a clip that lines up there. Try to get back behind there and pop it up. Yep, hear it click. And we should be able to come from underneath here. And then up top, there should be two more little clips engaging there. Yep, here they are. So little clip, the bottom, clip, clip. And then inside, these are the retainers that sit behind the seal and sit behind this B-pillar lower trim. And I've also noticed on my B-pillar, this trim hanging out a little back here. I can see it's loose. You can also see there's a screw right here, a Torx head, that's supposed to be engaging into a piece right there that's not attached. So we'll also fix that while we're here. I've got my seatbelt kind of restrained by my arm here. And what's going on is there's two pieces that slide together here. Guess I need to clean that. And that's this plastic piece here that is your belt adjuster. And it looks to me like it's just plastic in here. And if we pry the sides apart, got a little leg here that slides up and down, another one on the bottom. See, this whole piece pops out, and then it looks like there's already a little bit of fabric tape in here. This one's peeling off. So what I'm thinking is we need to add a little bit more along the edges to help keep this a little better dampened. And to do that, I'm going to be using a roll of, this is what I call Tessa tape. It's just fabric wire loom tape. And again, links down below to everything you need. Or if you want to check out my build sheets for all of my different cars, I've got the Tesla build sheet for all the accessories that I'm running here. Eventually I'll have my performance build sheet as well. For now, I'm just going to run some tape here, here, all the different corners. All right, we got a bunch of tape on here. Got an extra little piece down here, tape on the sides. Let's just put her back together and see what it sounds like. Gotta get the little lips over the side there. Might want to put some here. I'm not sure just yet. Under. Still slides good. Can't see any of my tape here. That's good. Sure sounds way more dampened now. All right, we've got our T20. We need to make sure we capture this piece here so it doesn't fall into the abyss. So this is the guy that's supposed to be in the B-pillar holding that trim piece on, but it looks like it's just too loose. It popped out. There's our screw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these little ears out a little further so that as I put this guy in, it'll engage more. I don't see one on this side, so it should just be this side. Now we got to get it in without dropping it. Okay, nice. This side, let's get our trim piece lined up properly. Make sure we're not getting our seat belt. And then we'll tighten this guy down. Oh yeah, look at that. Sucks that trim right in there smooth. The last 6 months that I've owned this car, this has been kind of hanging out, and I just thought it was poor craftsmanship, because that's what I kept seeing online from people, is that these things just weren't put together well, which I guess that would be the case. It wasn't installed properly from the get-go right there. Now I guess I got to start looking at other pieces that don't look right and making adjustments. You see all this extra dust, you got to take care of it. That looks better. All right, now let's rotate this guy so that the seatbelt's straight. We're going to start with our clips at the top, and I added just a little bit of adhesive tape to these guys too, just to make sure that they're getting a solid positive engagement. Our seal pieces here go behind, and make sure that your buckle is all the way down. Push this guy down if it's up to bring it back down. And then on the bottom, we're going to be spreading it around the edges to get these side retainers to clip in. And up top, try to slide it all the way up and behind our seal. Where little plastic tools come in play. Sometimes you have to encourage the little plastic pieces. All right. That looks fantastic. Now, definitely sounds muted by comparison to before. Still goes up and down. That's good. Now we go drive it. Well, we're on the freeway. The car is driving me. I can move my head all over. The freeway is where the noise was the most dominant before, and I gotta say it's worlds better. I'm hearing something else over here randomly. It's not very consistent. I think it's when I put my arm on the door, so that may be a future episode. I'll pull the door panel apart and see what I can do about getting rid of noises in there. Do have to still pay attention when you're on FSD, because the car wants to go all over the place. You know, it wants to be fast or slow, or depends on which version you have. Take a look at my links down below. Subscribe to the channel. Support the channel through memberships if you so desire. We're looking to grow. I'm trying to hit 15,000 by the end of the year. I've got more Tesla content on Rosie coming soon. I've got to decide what I want to do about my front control arms, whether I'm going to replace with OE or upgrade. What would you do, or what do you want to see me do here on Rosie? She's a daily driver. She's not a race car. We do that with the BMW. Let me know in the comments. I look forward to seeing those and responding, and I'll see you guys in the next video.